Bonjour y'all, my name is Brita and today on Witches Unite I am quickly going over the upcoming Adversaries event in Harry Potter Wizards Unite. Thank you to Niantic and Warner Brothers for providing me with this information early so that I could create this video for you. So if anyone at home is keeping track, this is going to be the third Adversaries event in the month of May. So that's cool. This event is going to start immediately after the Brilliant event because, you know, we don't need a break between events. It's going to be Monday, May 24th, starting at 11 a.m. Pacific time, running through May 27th, ending at 11 a.m. Pacific time. It is going to be about all of the beasts, the little beasties out of the Adversaries. So that means the boosted Adversaries are going to be the ancient Hungarian Horntail, the ancient Ukrainian Ironbelly, the ancient Norwegian Ridgeback, Aragog, and Slytherin's Basilisk. Now, as always, I will go over the tasks and rewards and a few strategic tips, but you know, spoiler alert, the rewards are not worth the tasks, or the tasks are not worth the rewards. And if you don't get very much map activity at your house, you cannot do this event from home. So, you know, basically this Adversaries event is like every other Adversaries event that we've had for the last 2 or 3 months. And no matter what I say, no matter what players say, the events are not being adjusted. But there is a silver lining, and that is that they finally listened to one thing of player feedback. Edible dark marks will only spawn the boosted Adversaries. So if you use an edible dark mark, and spoiler alert, you have to use 2 edible dark marks and you only get 1. If you use an edible dark mark, you will get 3 Adversaries, and all of those will be from the boosted Adversaries. So, yay for progress. Like previous Adversaries events, the brewing time for witch sharpening potions and assimilable potions will be reduced by 25% when you use master notes, and witch sharpening ingredients will be boosted on the map. There will also be a free store pack that includes a single edible dark mark. Hopefully you have edible dark marks from past events because, like I said, otherwise rural players cannot do this from home. All right, so tasks and rewards. This is the collaborative infographic that the WUtubers put together. Shout out to Orange Wizard, we miss you, dude. And if you want to go support him, I will link his coffee in the description down below. So use master notes 8 times. Use 2 edible dark marks. Complete 4 wizarding challenges in Forest 4 or higher. Oh, also Forest 4 or higher guaranteed fragments. And of course, all wizarding challenges will have boosted challenge XP, boosted wizarding XP, and spell energy rewards. So earn 1,750 challenge XP through wizarding challenges and or adversary chains. Return or earn 20 artifact fragments from feared beast chains. So of course, in a chain, you get a total of 4 artifact fragments. So that means you just need to defeat 5 total adversaries. If you want to just do guards, then you would need to defeat a total of 10 sets of guards. So you'd have 10 adversary encounters and just do the guards. Deal 30,000 damage to adversaries, defeat Basilisk or Aragog 3 times, and defeat Ancient Dragons 3 times. So doing all of that, your overall rewards will be 5 defense against the dark arts books, 500 wizarding XP, 60 gold, and 30 spell energy. And of course you have the individual rewards. So this does mean that you only need to encounter 6 adversaries to do those 2 sets of tasks, and I will do math to see if 6 adversaries is sufficient to deal 30,000 damage, but I think it probably is. I'll come back in a second with that. There's also a bonus assignment for you overachievers out there who live in areas with lots of map activity. Defeat 8 mummies or sphinxes in adversary encounters. So remember, those are guards. Defeat 6 feared beast adversaries, so that's any of the boosted adversaries. Defeat 10 feared beast adversaries, again, that is any of the boosted adversaries. Doing all of that, you get more wizarding XP, 5 additional defense against dark arts books, 40 gold, 30 spell energy, and an achievement badge. So, woo! Okay, I just did a bunch of calculations on the adversaries, the damage that it takes to overcome them, so that we can figure out how many adversaries you need to defeat in order to deal 30,000 damage. Now, if we are only looking at the boosted adversaries, you need to defeat more than the 6 for tasks in order to get 30,000 damage. So on the low end, if you defeat the basilisk 3 times, then that is a total of 12,837 damage, assuming I put in all the numbers correctly. And then also on the low end, if you defeat the ancient Norwegian Ridgeback 3 times, that would be 14,910 damage. So that combined is 27,747 damage. Now on the high end, so if you defeat Aragog 3 times, you deal 13,371 damage, and if you defeat the Horntail 3 times, that is 15,729 damage. That combined is 29,100 damage. So not quite the 30,000 damage needed to do that task. As we have seen from other adversaries events, that while the boosted adversaries are boosted, you also just have more adversary traces on the map in general. So if you have map activity at home, obviously, big caveat there, then you should get enough adversaries, both of the boosted ones and of the regular adversaries, to get the 30,000 damage. But to get 30,000 damage while doing those tasks, you will probably need to do you have to do the 6 beast adversaries to do the 2 tasks, 1 of the dragons and 3 dragons, and then 3 of Aragog or Basilisk. And then you also will need to defeat 1 to 3 other adversaries, depending on which ones you get, in order to deal enough damage. So hopefully all of that math made sense. The summary is that even if you get the highest value dragon, which is the Horntail, and 3 Aragogs, to do those tasks, you still need to defeat at least 1 additional adversary to deal 30,000 damage. If you were going for the bonus assignment, then you probably noticed the task of defeating mummies and or sphinxes. So these are the second guards for 2 of the dragon bellies, for the ancient Hungarian Horntail and the ancient Ukrainian Iron Belly. So this is an interesting task because it definitely narrows down which adversaries you need to encounter in order to complete the task. With so many adversaries boosted, we have 5 boosted, hunting down those specific dragons might be a challenge. So if you are focusing on the tasks and not necessarily prestiging your pages in your registry, then you might want to consider backing out of adversary challenges if you have already done all of the total beasts that you need and you're still hunting for the Sphinx and the Mummy. Of course, if you are just trying to grind for Defense Against Dark Arts books, or you are trying to proceed your adversary pages, then yeah, absolutely do every adversary encounter that you have, regardless of whether or not it will help you with the bonus assignment. But for a lot of us, potions are limited, spell energy is limited, and so we need to utilize our resources wisely in order to complete tasks. So that's just something to keep in mind if your goal is to complete the bonus assignment. If you are a newer player, if you are a lower level player, then you're probably going to struggle to complete this event. That doesn't mean you can't participate in the event, but I encourage you not to worry about the tasks. Instead, think about your own goals. One of the easiest things to do to build up, your experience as a player, to minimize expending too many resources, to earn challenge XP, to collect artifact fragments, is to only defeat the guards. So each adversary has 2 guards, and they are much easier to defeat than the final adversary. So defeat the first guard, defeat the second guard, and then back out of the encounter. That way, yes, you get fewer rewards, but you're also using fewer resources. And especially if you have not unlocked many of the nodes in your advanced adversarial combat, then this can be kind of a happy medium for you to participate in the event while not using up all your spell energy and all of your potions. Another thing to consider, if you have unlocked a few nodes, but you are kind of low on spell energy and potions, and you're not really sure about this overall, is you can focus on Slytherin's Basilisk and you can focus on Aragog. They are in the middle of the challenge registry, so you can see that Drago's the easiest, and then we have Slytherin's Basilisk in the middle, and we have Aragog in the middle, and then the dragons are near the end. So the dragons are pretty hard. But the Basilisk and Aragog, they're in the middle. So they're not easy, but they're not nearly as difficult as dragons. So you might want to prioritize those encounters. You could just do the guards for the dragons. You could even just do the first guard for the dragons and then back out. And then after that, just whenever you get Aragog or Slytherin's Basilisk, those can be the ones that you prioritize. I know for me, I really want to prestige those pages, so I'm going to be more interested in trying to get those done. I have actually done a fair amount of my advanced adversarial combat. I recently unlocked my final feared node, but I am a rural player, so I do have to be careful about spell energy and potion management. So I'm not worried about doing the bonus assignment, and I'm more interested in prestiging my pages. So I'll be chasing Slytherin's Basilisk and Aragog while working on the overall tasks. So, like I've said in most of my videos, and like I will explain in further detail in my article on Wizards Unite Hub, how you play the Adversaries event really depends on your personal goals, your personal access to resources, your personal level in the game. This is not wizards fight each other or wizards compete to fill out their registry first. It's Wizards Unite. It's supposed to be a game for all of us. It's supposed to be fun. And yes, I am critical of the game, but overall I do love it. And I want you to enjoy the event, even if you can't complete all the tasks, because the event can still be fun without doing all of the tasks. That's not all that I have for y'all today. As always, thank you all so much for watching. Also, thank you to Niantic and WB Brothers for providing me with this information early so that I could create this video for all of you. As I kind of finished up in that last segment, I know that I am critical of the events and critical of some of the game design, but it's because I love Wizards Unite so much and I love the community so much, and I want all of us to have the opportunity to play the game and to enjoy the game to the fullest extent. So I'm going to continue offering constructive criticism. I'm going to always advocate for players who are disadvantaged in the game, but at the same time, I do want you to have fun regardless of any limitations that you face. I am still having fun. I didn't complete a recent Adversaries event because I couldn't get enough Draco Malfoys, but I still enjoyed the event overall, even if I didn't collect the rewards. So just have fun, do what you enjoy, and if anything stresses you out, take a break. You know, Dan doesn't really play anymore because his favorite part of the game is meeting up with other people in person, and we haven't been able to do that this past year. But I'm hoping that we'll be able to play with other people again soon, and he'll want to play Wizards Unite again. So those are just my thoughts. Take them or leave them. Also, completely unrelated, but how cute is my shirt? And look. Yeah, so this is what I bought myself at Epcot when Dan and I went to Disney World recently, and I'm obsessed. Okay, that's it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you have an opinion on this event, leave it in the comments down below. If you want more Wizards Unite content, please subscribe to my channel. I will have a giveaway at 1,500 subscribers, so, you know, subscribe. And I just keep collecting more Harry Potter stuff, so I'll probably have multiple winners for that giveaway. Yeah, that's it. As always, thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, au revoir, witches.